Hey there, Samitian here, and welcome back to Morrowind. Last time we did a few more quests for the Astrologians Guild, and we're continuing the Astrologians Guild quest line right now. We are looking for Nova, who went to survey a newly discovered Dwemer ruin north of Flormarin. So we went directly north of Flormarin, and the first Dwemer ruin we found was this one, Aleft. So I don't know if she's in here, but it seems like a good possibility that she would be somewhere in here. So that is what we're doing today. These guys, if I recall correctly, do a lot of damage. Yeah, I died. So we're going to need to avoid them as much as humanly possible. I believe the best way for me to do that is to use my Ring of Surroundings to give myself 30% Chameleon and just kind of hope that that's good enough to sneak up on them and kill them. It probably won't be. This is my mistake. I shouldn't have removed the corpses of the things in this room and then left and then came back. Yeah, if I get directly hit, I just explode. Because the darts they use are like 80 to 80 damage, and I have less health than that. So, I don't know what the hell to do about this. Yeah, what do I do about this? I have a bunch of like really powerful scrolls. Like this one. I could just go invisible and take one out. I think I just have some invisibility potions too. It's only lasts for 5 seconds. 5 seconds is good enough to sneak up and murder, I'm pretty sure, if I can get a little bit closer first without being noticed. Okay. New plan. I'm going to cast this. Target resisted magic. Okay. New plan. They're immune to poison. How powerful is 70 points of shield? And let me get a fatigue potion up so I can reliably hit. And I need to kill the other one before my shield runs out. Never mind, I still fucking died. I think shield just lowers my chance to be hit, so if I still get hit, I still explode. New plan. Do I have any fortify health potions? I do. I have one. Okay. So let's give me full health. And I'm going to quick save. And I'm going to chug my fortify health potion. Run the hell in. Actually, just give me all sorts of stuff. Actually, though, this will give me toxicity, won't it? Yeah. But I'm still on high enough health to not get one shot, I think. And more strength means I do more damage. And I got hit. Huh. I'm just gonna go in with Fortify Health. And Fire Shield. Fire Shield first. Followed by Fortify Health. And go. Does it do 100 to 100 damage? Why are these darts so fucking powerful? I guess I could just sneak past them, but then I'd have to do that again on the way out. I'm gonna try this. Sneak up on one, and I don't think sneak attack damage is that much. I don't think it's enough for me to one-shot him. No, absolutely not. Okay. I need a health potion. And a fatigue potion. More toxicity, but it's being healed up. Shit. That looked like it did something. Come on. Brother. Oh, fuck. Fuck off, bud. You're not the problem here. Do I have any more targets AoE damage spells, scrolls? My destruction isn't high enough for any of this stuff to be useful. Come on. Okay, I got them. 50 to 80. So why were they one-shotting me? I don't know why they were one-shotting me. Maybe they do more damage because they have higher marksman, whatever. I'm quick saving. And I'm going to hope that there's no more of these things in here. And I'm not going to dispose of their corpses because I have learned that that's bad. A dead archer here. With some crap and this, which is also kind of crap. Oh god, it's another fucking archer. And a spider. Oh my god. Okay, that one wasn't an archer, okay, but I fucking got hit and died. Maybe I need to come back later. Yeah, I don't have a high strength or endurance. My willpower is high-ish, but it only increases my max health slightly. My health is just way too low to deal with these people. So this is going to be a quest that we come back to in the future, and we're going to do something different today. I wasn't planning on doing something different today, but I guess we need to do that. I can turn in... Where is it? This one. Okay, I can return this in to Larius Faro. And then I think I'll just work on the main quest, maybe? Which is closer? Probably this one. Or maybe the Balmora one was closer. They're both about equidistant, I think. I'm gonna go heal. Go to Nova in the Bitter Coast region. Oh, maybe later. Heal up to get my magicka back and head to the fort and turn my quest into Larius Faro, and then I will work on the main quest. So I need to get my endurance up, huh? It's a good way to do that. Okay, I can't tell if I'm missing because of the game or if I'm just missing him. Okay, so what do I do on a regular basis that increases my endurance? Light armor increases endurance a decent amount. That's it for my normal stuff. Block does, armor does, medium armor I'm leveling accidentally because of my backpack. Okay, so most of the defensive skills. So I should just try and level my armor more and just play normally, and eventually my health will get higher. I could also do some training. I don't feel like I need a lot of training in those skills because they'll just go up over time. I don't really need to spend money to level them. Who are you? You're a scout. I believe I talked to you before. It makes sense to take a break from the Astrologians Guild questline too, because I don't meet the requirements to level up anymore in the faction. I need one of these skills at 40. I will probably end up being like athletics. Or maybe marksman. What's my mysticism at now? 22? Eh. Sometimes you gotta know when to fold. And where the fuck am wait, where am I? Am I going the wrong way? No, the fort's like right here. Yeah. Yeah, it sure is. My game sure is frozen. Yep. Silly modded video games. While I'm in the area, should I join the Imperial Legion? I could also tell on Varius to this guy, but I don't think I should do that.
Alright, I'm listening.
Careless travelers. Ah, I see you ran into that rogue Fajol. Shame you weren't able to bring him back here alive, but not much of one. You have my thanks in this reward. It's probably Fiol. The J is probably not pronounced like J. The bad people I was talking about, they're all good people now. I think you may have had something to do with that, possibly. So the little story has a perfect ending, all the bad people washed away. It almost makes you believe in the power of prayer. What? I just helped you. Look, a nice hat. All the garrisons are presently at full strength, except perhaps the Death's Head Legion at Fort Darius in the West Nash near the village of Nissus. If you're interested, you'll have to talk to General Darius there. Well, I'm not doing that right now. I'm going to go to Vivek for this quest. So Caius wants me to talk to 3 informants in Vivek. A Khajiit Thieves Guild operative in St. Olms named Adraharanir, an Argodian in the Foreign Quarter named Huleya, and a temple priestess in the Hall of Wisdom named Meharma Milo. So let's go talk to them. By fast traveling to Vivek from Balmora. How's my inventory? My inventory is fine. I don't need to deposit stuff in my house, my tent. I am a sleeper, one among thousands. I bring you a message. Dagathir calls you, Sharia Lightfoot, and you cannot deny your lord. The Sixth House has risen, and Dagath is its glory. Tell me more. He is the lord and father of the mountain. He sleeps, but when he wakes, we shall rise from our dreams, shall sweep our land clean of the Enwa. Why have you denied him? As Lord Dagath has said, all shall greet him as flesh, or as dust. The Sixth House, the sleeping house, House Dagath, the house of Lord Dagath, the true house, the one house to welcome all true Dunmer, and drive the Enwa from our land. Take heed, Outlander, the day of reckoning is at hand. Take what you can and leave our place, for when Lord Dagath comes, this will be no place for you. Huh. Interesting. Apparently, Mr. is expecting me and wants me to join him. Well, that's a problem for another time. Let's head to Vivek. So the fastest way for me to get to Vivek is to take the teleportation man, woman, whoever here at the Mages Guild. Take me to Vivek. While I'm here, I might be able to get some work here, but I'll do that later. So, we're in the Foreign Quarter, and there's someone here in the Foreign Quarter that we're supposed to talk to. I don't remember who it was or where they are, so let's re-look at our journal once we finish loading the area. Alright. The Black Shulk Corner Club, Huleya. To assume that this is not of the Black Shulk Corner Club. Yeah, they're probably on the inside of the quarter. So let's head inside. To the Wasteworks.
Watch yourself. We'll have no trouble here.
You got it, dude. The bank. Actually, let me visit the bank real quick. I seem to recall that I could deposit funds and they would accrue interest over time. Okay. Deposit 1,000 gold. Okay, and I believe that over time I will accrue interest on this, so let me put like a decent amount in there, 3,000. I can always come back for it later. Leaves me with 6,000 to play with, buy some services. Assuming that mod is the same one that I've played with before. It might not be. It might be a different mod. Fine clothier. Jeweler. Where's this Black Shulk Corner Club that I'm looking for? Foreign Embassy. I am a foreign. Maybe the embassy can do some stuff for me.
I will listen, Outlander, but make it quick.
Apothecary, alchemist, rare books. Tat shop, excuse me, can I get a tattoo? Amulets? Where's my tattoos, huh? I was told I could get a tattoo.
Welcome. This one will buy
It's
from
Uncle
us.
Rashada.
Khajiit has no time for you.
Maybe tat does not mean what I think it means. Hi.
Greetings, friend.
The Blue Kagoti. Chanter. Ah, Black Shulk Corner Club. Exactly what I was looking for.
Summoned
Hello.
by another. Questions again.
I welcome you as the friend of my friend, Sharia Lightfoot, but I wish to go to my friend's bookstore, and these troublesome fools are in the way. I have tried to persuade them, but they hate my race, and I fear there will be violence. Perhaps if you speak with them, but be careful and be ready. Can I join the Morik Tong? Perhaps, but I do not believe you are ready. Okay. My friend Jabosha the Khajiit has a bookstore, Jabosha's Rare Books. You will agree to travel together with me there. I will answer your questions, but before we go, I beg you to try to persuade these troublesome fools to leave us alone. Otherwise, I fear they will attack us the moment we go to leave. The sight of a free Agornian offends these racist thugs. It would tarnish my Morik Tong honor to slay them, and I don't want to trouble my friend Sir Alice Gulmus by fighting in his club. But I must go to my friend's bookstore, where we can talk in peace. If you have a way with words, perhaps you can talk with them, or if you have a way with money, they might be bought. Otherwise, I fear there must be bloodshed. Well, I do have a way with words. Hi. Am I talking to you, Fetcha? No, I'm talking to the filthy lizard, so push off. Nice pixely hair. Blah, blah, blah. He can stay here forever for all I care. Not my problem.
Welcome, friend.
That was easy.
I feel as though I should know you.
Fine, it's just a filthy lizard anyway. Nothing to get upset about. We'll leave him alone. Go on, get out before we change our minds. Gotcha. Alright, let's go together. Will you travel together with me to Jabasha's Rare Books? We leave through the door to the foreign quarter. Waystrokes turn right, west, continue down the hall and across the atrium on the same level, then follow the opposite corridor west on the other side of the atrium all the way to Jabasha's door. I must warn you, unless these troublesome fools are persuaded to behave like civilized beings, they may be fighting and killing if we try to travel together. Yeah, follow me. Alright, come with me, and
Make it quick, Outlander.
it's over here.
Thank you.
Yes, thank yous very much. We should be free from distraction here. I like the back of your head in my face. Now, I said I'd tell you about the Nerevarine cult, so you can report back to Caius, and I don't know of any Sixth House cult, but I can tell you what I do know. Tell me about the Nerevarine cult. To understand the Nerevarine cult, you must understand the history of the Ashlanders. Nerevar means something very different to the Ashlanders from what he means to the Dunmer of the Great Houses. You should also know about the persecution of the Nerevarine and the legacy of the false incarnate. For the Nerevarine cult is at the heart of an ancient conflict between the nomadic Ashlanders and the settled Great House Dunmer. Here's a summary for Caius, but ask your questions and I'll answer in detail. I'll need to take a sip of my drink first. Alright. Tell me about the history of the Ashlanders. In the First Era, the nomadic Ashlanders and the settled Dunmer clans were much alike, but after the First Council and the formation of the Great Houses, Ashlanders have been steadily forced into the poorest and most hostile lands. Now the nomadic tribes look to the prophesied return of Nerevar for a restoration of their ancient rites and religious traditions. Right, what about the persecution of the Nerevarine? The Temple treats the Nerevarine prophecies as heresy, and the Temple imprisons and executes heretics, unless prevented by imperial law. But since the Nerevarine cult is hostile to the Empire does not fear when the temple persecutes the cult. Ashlanders hate the temple, and particularly the Ordinators, for their ruthless treatment of Nerevarine cultists. Okay, and what about the legacy of the false incarnate? In the past, some have claimed to be the reincarnated Nerevar. The most recent is known as Peakstar, a figure of legend among the Waste tribes for the last 30 years. The temple says these false incarnates disprove the prophecy, since the false incarnates fail and come to nothing. But the mystical Nerevarine cult glorifies rather than shrinks from contradictions, citing the appearance of failed incarnates as certain proof of Nerevar's coming rebirth. Okay, and you said you don't know much about the Sixth House cult, but tell me anyways. I've never heard of such a thing. House Dagoth was the Sixth House, but in the War of the First Consul, they betrayed the other great houses and were destroyed for their treason. But I've never heard of anyone worshipping them. Dagoth, the ancient head of House Dagoth, is the devil of the tribunal faith, but I've never heard of anyone worshipping him either. Since I helped you, can I join the Morag Tong? No. Okay. When the Ashlanders joined Nerevar in the Battle of Red Mountain, he swore on his great ring, one clan under Moon and Star, to honor the ways of the spirits and rights of the land. But after the victory, Ashlanders say the power-hungry tribunal slew Nerevar in secret. Then, setting themselves up as gods, the tribunal and the great houses forgot Nerevar's promises to the tribes. Ashlanders say Nerevar will come again with his ring, cast down the false gods, and make good his promises to the tribes. I am only a low-ranking member, but Pauper and Commoner do not suffer from war here as they do in the West, thanks to the honored traditions of House War and the Morag Tong. I am an Argonian, yet they treat me with respect. If you are curious, find a copy of the Black Glove, but please, do not mistake us for the Dark Brotherhood. The Dark Brotherhood is a perversion of ancient Dunmer traditions. They have sold their honor for profit and are no more than a league of murderers for hire. Some bad blood between the Morag Tong and the Dark Brotherhood, I see. More about the great houses. In modern times, Morrowind is ruled by 5 great houses: House Hlaalu, House Redoran, House Telvanni, House Indoril, and House Drez. Great House's culture is partly defined by its roots in ancient Dunmer tribal clans, and partly by later imperial influences from other Western cultures. The Great House's culture is only one of the native Dunmer cultures of Morrowind. The other native culture, the Ashlander culture, is a nomadic barbarian culture largely untouched by imperial influences. So yeah, these are the 5 big players in Morrowind politics: Hlaalu, Redoran, Telvanni, Indoril, and Dress. Indoril and Dress we cannot join. They are extremely opposed to Outlander recruitment. I've been thinking back and forth about which house to join, either Hlaalu or Telvanni. Redoran makes 0 sense for my character from a roleplay perspective and also from like a stat perspective. I am not a warrior. I am not an honorable warrior character. Telvanni works towards like the mage half of my sneaky magey thing that I'm trying to do, and Hlaalu works towards the Outlander trying to work with the Empire to make profit sort of thing. That seems like it would fit pretty well with my story and background. And I've still not decided which one of the 2 to take. The Ashlanders hate the House Dunmer, who have become soft and who have abandoned traditional ancestor worship for the gods of the tribunal. And the Ashlanders hate Outlanders, who invaded and stole their land and forced them to live as a subject people. A reborn Nerevar who could drive out the Outlander invaders, destroy the false worship of the tribunal, and restore the pure traditional life and faith of the nomads would be a very popular hero to the Ashlanders. Okay.
It wants something. What does it?
Sounds good. We have 2 more people to talk to. In the temple and St. Olms. Okay, so let's head there next. I think St. Olms is to the south, and then the temple is farther past it. I don't quite remember. It's a very large city, if you couldn't tell by the fact that it is a bunch of giant-ass squares. Kneecaps! Ow, that hurt me so much I fell. Let me heal on the way. This is the arena. If I was lazy, I could take these gondoliers to the different cantons, but I'm pretty sure I'm fine enough to walk 20 feet. So this is St. Olms. It didn't actually tell me where he is in here, did it? Adherenir, a Khajiit Thieves Guild operative. Okay. So I guess we're going to have to ask around to see if we can find him. Looking for a friend of mine, a female Khajiit named Adherenir. Do you know where I can find her? Yes, her name is Adherenir, and she is a Khajiit. Do you know where I can find her? I do not, actually.
Any time now.
You sound like you're a cop. If you're a cop, you gotta tell me. Hi. Whoa.
Go ahead.
Oh, you're one of those people, huh? I accidentally closed out of the dialogue too quickly. Do you know where Adrenir is? That sneak she'll be here in St. Olms somewhere, but where? I don't know. Try someone else.
Say your needs.
What is it, citizen? A report, officer. I have found and slain an egg poacher. I did it.
Leave me.
Cool. Thanks for the 30 gold, I guess. Who are you? Trade? Jedinar has no trade. Jedinar has the sugar. What does Jedinar need with trade?
I do your thoughts.
Hi. A census and excess agent has been patrolling the canton, Fala, and this agent, whose name is Devonius Platorius, has been showing an interest in Adherenir, and my guess is that while the census and excess agent is making his appearance, Adherenir will be hiding in the underworks. Swims pretty good for a kitty. Gets her inspiration from the census and excess, I reckon. Look for trapdoors down from the canals works level, okay? Tell me about the census and excess agent. Census and excess is the imperial agency that collects taxes and tariffs. You know, the taxmen. Their agents also investigate smugglers and other tax cheats. The sewers, down under. How do you think they keep it so clean and fresh up here? By dumping the dung out the bottom. Over the side, down under the water, you can see the overflow drains. How do you get in? I swim, of course, so you could use the trapdoors nearby if you don't fancy a little swim.
Speak quickly, Outlander, or go away.
Okay, let's head into the sewers and look for our little kitty. Is this her? Sure is. Great, so Caius says to you, speak to Adherenir. And you have done this thing. You are speaking with Adherenir, but Adherenir will not talk to you about the Nerevarino, the Sixth House cult. And because why? Because Adherenir is at this moment very distracted by a nice census and excess agent who also wants to speak with her. Now tell me about the census and excess agent. You do not know this. They are the collectors of the Empire's taxes and tariffs, and the Emperor has outlawed trade in many things like Dwemer artifacts and ebony. And a census and excess agent will enjoy being a pest about such things. For several reasons, a census and excess agent is not Adherenir's favorite person. If you want Adherenir to help you, make the bad agent go away, then she will tell you things. Okay? Sounds easy enough, just make the bad man go away. I've done that before. I've made bad men leave. 30 athletics.
We're watching.
Before I lie to you, let me just say you have a very nice back of your neck. And very nice ears. You're hard to persuade, huh? Well, I've got all day, and I've got a nice Mountain Dew Zero Sugar Baja Blast to sip from while I mash the Enter key. This guy is extremely difficult to persuade. As soon as I get above 69, I'll consider that good enough. Can I even reach that much? Okay, there we go. Yes, her name is Adhiranir, and she is a Khajiit. Do you know where I can find her? Yeah, she just took a gondola to the mainland. What a disappointment, but thank you for your time. I was just heading back to the mainland myself anyways, and maybe I'll run into her there.
Well, hello then. A pleasure to meet you.
Well, back into the sewers. This is not the same one I entered. Okay, just turn right and I'll get to the one that I was at before, I guess. Where are you?
You will suffer
Oh,
greatly.
you're a bad lady. How was I supposed to know? A bad lady that can hit pretty hard, apparently. Let me chug one of my cheap-ass store-bought potions.
You Enwa! Surrender your life to me and I will end your pain.
Okay, maybe I need a better Restore Fatigue potion. But that does give me some toxicity, which is not ideal.
Now you die!
Okay, do you have anything good? Just a bunch of random steel garbage? That was enough to ruin my day? Okay, let me heal now. You had a disturbing dream. You only recall one part. A tall figure with a golden mask led you among the dead as though a wedding celebration. You heard many voices, but no lips moved. You strained to breathe, but your chest didn't move. The tall figure spoke with each figure as he passed among them, laughing and joking as if they were alive, but they made no reply. You tried to call out, but without breath, your tongue fluttered in vain. Spooky. I'm sure that's fine. I'm sure there's nothing wrong with that. I believe I remember what this is. I don't... I wonder if I can do this? For some reason, that guy decided to wait for me to kill his friend before fighting me. I guess he didn't see me? Oh man, I'm gonna get my ass kicked in here, huh? Oh boy. If I restore health potion, will that instantly kill me? No, but it did bring me pretty low from the toxicity.
I will enjoy this.
Let me kill the archer first. That reload animation on this guy's crossbow is amazing. If you were not aware. Okay, I need another restore health potion. It did not give me any toxicity, which is good.
This is pointless. Give in.
53 short blade, good. 11 medium armor, good. Okay, I got the archer. Are crossbowmen archers? Okay, guy. I'm gonna need you to fall over. There we go. Okay. Belt of Sanguine Deep Fighting. Constant Fortify Axe. That's pretty good if I was using axes. Constant Fortify Medium Armor. Again, that'd be pretty good if I was using medium armor. A Daedric Longsword. Worth 40,000 gold. Bone Mold stuff is worth a decent amount, but I feel I'm about to get a lot of good stuff in here, and I cannot afford to carry that. like this Dark Brotherhood stuff. Wow, the Dark Brotherhood equipment has been significantly nerfed in terms of value. Do I have anything that it's better than the Greaves? This guy doesn't even have Greaves. Right Gauntlet is worse because it weighs more. Man, they significantly nerfed the value of Dark Brotherhood gear. It used to be worth a ton. Fortify Marksman 5 constantly now. That is something I am interested in. I'm not even wearing a belt, am I? No, I'm not. Fortify Longblade 5. Alright, let me heal up and a little quick save before I take this. Just, you know, for reasons. Alright, let me start by doing that and that. Come on, bud. Aw, you died. You dayed your heart. Get this mace. Remember when I said I wanted to stop being distracted by things? Well, apparently I'm very bad at doing that. Let's go ahead and lock this pick. And untrap it. Is this a skill book? Probably, but I already have it, if so. I believe this is a this area is for a quest for a Daedric, one of the Daedric equipments. But I think I need to start the quest first before I can get it. Alright, that was a cool distraction. Let's go talk to the kitty. I'm being slowed down now because my inventory is full of goodies. So, are you the one Adherenir must thank for getting rid of the annoying Census and Nexus agent? Indeed, Adherenir is very glad to see you, and very happy to tell a friend of my good friend Caius all about the Sixth House cult. And Adherenir knows nothing about the Nerevarine, but Adherenir is happy to tell you that too, if it makes Caius happy. Ask away, friend Sharia Lightfoot. Well, tell me about the Sixth House cult. This Adherenir knows about because it is about smuggling. Some smart smugglers are suddenly too busy for their old clients because they have a new employer, the Sixth House, who pays very well. But what do they smuggle now? Adherenir doesn't know because they are very secret. And this is odd because these smugglers are always loud and bragging, and now they hush up like fat-bellied kitties full of sweet meats. Interesting. Smuggling is big business. The Empire says we can't trade skooma, moon sugar, ebony, Dwemer artifacts, exotic Dunmer weapons and armor, and slaves. So smugglers trade these things. Smugglers also smuggle grief, sheen, and sujama to avoid imperial tax. And now the Sixth House hires smugglers, though what they smuggle, Adherenir cannot say. What do you know about the Nerevarine? Yes, Adherenir knows this Nerevarine cult is just silly superstition, so you tell Caius this. Nobody in her right mind pays any attention to this moon-yowling, prophecies and ancient heroes reborn and other silliness, fuzzy tales for little kitties. So you're a member of the Thieves Guild? It is just a social club. We like the finer things in life. Those who join this club, they must know how to get the finer things in life. We are like other guilds, so we get deals on training, on goods, and on services. The guild stewards, they know the finer things in life very well and know where to find them. Adhiranir must tell you, though, there is war between Thieves Guild and Kimono Tong. Adhiranir is loyal to the guild, but Adhiranir thinks maybe the guild is losing this war. Well, that's unfortunate.
May you walk on warm sand.
I'm sure we'll be fine. Thieves Guild is what I'm, like, loyal to the most on this character, I think. I think if I needed to make a choice between two guilds, I would always pick Thieves Guild first. But, who knows, that might change over time. People change. You just appeared out of nowhere.
Quickly, Outlander, or go away.
So the final lady that we're looking for lives in the temple. Yeah.
We're watching.
So let's head there. And the temple is farther south. It's this building, I'm pretty sure. Let's go ahead and break my kneecaps. Oh. Oh. It's not quite where I wanted to be. Swim on back to these docks and maybe levitate up there. Oh, this works too. There's also a meteor falling out of the sky. Funny that. Kind of interesting if you think about it. You telling me I can get free alchemy ingredients from here? It's not stealing? Wow. Great place. Who am I looking for?
Quickly, Outlander. I haven't much time.
Mehra Milo. Wait, is this not the temple? This is the temple, right?
Speak quickly.
No. Hall of Wisdom. Temple is her faction, not her location. Hi, I'm looking for Mahra Milo. Is that a Yu-Gi-Oh card?
Speak, traveler.
Pretty sure there's a Yu-Gi-Oh card named that or something similar to that. She works in the library. If she's not there, you might find her in her private quarters or doors across from the canon offices here in the Hall of Wisdom. Okay, let's look for the library first and then look for her in her quarters. Where canon offices. Okay, the library is somewhere.
I don't have a lot of patience for questions, Outlander.
Is it this? That's the Hall of Justice. Library. Yes, I'm Mehra Milo. Kaya sent you. Follow me into the back of the library. We cannot talk here.
Say what you want.
A lot of books in here. Look at all these books.
Whatever you're looking for, I'm sure I don't know how to find it.
Go ahead. I'm afraid I don't know anything about a six-house cult, but I can tell you about the Nerevarine cult. I've been having some disturbing dreams. That means nothing to me. Perhaps you wouldn't know, but the temple regards disturbing dreams as a sign of soul sickness, a sign that the mind is deranged by impure impulses and dangerous feelings. The Ashlanders have many superstitions about dreams, but they have superstitions about everything. Soul sickness is called madness or insanity in the Empire. Signs of soul sickness are strange dreams, uncontrollable impulses, and cruel and evil deeds. Madness is not a disease, as Westerners believe, for if it were, it might be cured by blessings and healers. Soul sickness is a curse of Dagoth-Ur, who sends dark dreams to attack the weak of faith in their sleep. Those strong in faith can resist. Those weak in faith must seek counsel from the temple. Alright, tell me the Nerevarine cult. The temple worships Nerevar as a saint and hero, but prophecies of his reincarnation are punished as wicked heresy. The Nerevarine cult claims that Tribunal are false gods, hence the temple's persecution of the Nerevarine cult. A group called the Dissonant Priest disputes temple doctrine on the Nerevarine prophecies. The prescribed book Progress of Truth describes their beliefs. Get a copy of Progress of Truth for Caius Casidas that will tell him things he needs to know about the Nerevarine cult. Okay, tell me more about the Dissonant Priests. The Dissonant Priests dispute temple doctrine and are outlawed and persecuted by the temple. Ordinators arrest and imprison heretics, and the Empire cannot intervene. Progress of Truth lists their beliefs. In brief, they challenge the purity and divinity of the tribunal, suggesting their powers are sorcerous, not divine, and perhaps akin to the powers of Dagath-Ur. They also condemn the arbitrary power of the Ordinators and accuse the temple hierarchy of self-interest and corruption. Okay. Caius is a dear friend. Like me, he admires the best traditions of the temple: charity for the poor, education for the ignorant, protection for the weak. He is a Westerner, but he has come to love our land and our people. But like me, he distrusts the arbitrary power of the Ordinators, and like the Distant Priests, he suspects the temple is hiding something. He serves the Emperor, but he also loves Morrowind, and he sees the failing virtues of the temple as a threat to Morrowind's political stability. The Ashlanders have a mystical tradition of interpreting dreams and visions as prophecies. These prophecies are recorded in verse and may be lost or garbled over the generations. But the Dissident Priests have collected many ancient prophecies of the Nerevarine, many of which they believe to be genuine. Collectively, these are called the Lost Prophecies of the Incarnate. One of the sacred missions of the Dissident Priests is the collection and study of these prophecies. Why does the temple persecute the Dissident Priests? Because attacks on the temple weaken the faith and leave the people defenseless against the influence of Dagath-Ur. Faith is what strengthens the will of the believer against Dagath-Ur's lies. Faith is the source of the divine power that sustains the tribunal in their battle with Dagath-Ur. Since the Empire, some Dunmer have turned away from the temple. That's why Dagath-Ur grows stronger, why blade storms and monsters threaten the land. It's an Ashlander cult, primitive superstition, says the temple. Nerevarines say the tribunal are false gods. I've never understood why the temple wastes so much energy on them. The faithful cannot be shaken by such attacks, and the Ashlanders are just ignorant savages. But since the submission of the temple to the Empire and the erosion of faith among the Dunmer, the militant wing of the temple is increasingly fierce in its attacks on heretics and heathens. Oh wait, where can I find this book? This book lists the disputes of the Dissident Priests with tribunal temple doctrines. The temple has outlawed the sale or possession of the book, so it will be hard to find. We have a copy here, but I fear I'm being watched by Ordinators here. A safer plan would be to search local booksellers. Some booksellers ignore temple bans on outlawed books and for profits or for principles. I do not care for temple politics, but I have read Progress of Truth, and it troubles me. I have friends, former priests, who have gone into hiding, so I am bound to come to the attention of the Ordinators. I am careful, but I am afraid. I am no secret agent like you or Caius. Sooner or later, I too must go into hiding. If it is not too late, when you return to Caius, tell him I am worried, and that if something goes wrong, I will leave a message under the code word Amaya. Okay? So let's find this book, Progress of Truth. She said there's a copy here somewhere, so I'm gonna look for it. But, it's like a needle in a haystack, huh? There's a whole lot of books here. Could be anywhere. She said I could find it at booksellers, perhaps. Well, let me sure. Do a little bit of sneaking. Maybe it's in one of Wabajack. Maybe it's in one of these coffers. No, just a bunch of ink. Supplies for writing scrolls, I suppose. Alright, it's gonna take me forever to find this book, ain't it?
Forget tomorrow. If you are right, act today.
Do you have like an... I'm never going to find this book in this library. I mean, I can try, but... She said it was a singular copy, so it's probably... If it is a single copy, it probably looks different than the other books.
Go ahead, stranger.
Progress of Truth. I guess I could just go talk to, like, the bookseller. I was just in a bookseller place, you know? Place to buy books.
Watch yourself. We'll have no trouble here. Make it quick, Bosman.
I'm gonna look on every bookshelf. Like, skim every bookshelf. And if I don't find it...
We're watching you.
Yeah, you're off. Yeah. Calm down. I get it. You're so cool. You hate the... Why is someone's house deed here?
Keep moving.
Yeah, and if I don't find it, I'll go to a bookstore. Doesn't help that I keep forgetting what I'm looking for. Looking for the progress of truth. You would think, like, they would keep their books in alphabetical order. Doesn't that seem like a smart thing to do? Okay, I'm not finding it over here. Man, this is annoying. By the way, this library, it sure doesn't look the same as the vanilla library. Oh. I found the book. Okay. Now the question is, how in the fuck am I going to grab this without being seen? It's a good question. I don't know why I'm getting caught. The hidden icon is in the lower left. So it makes 0 sense that I'm getting caught.
Waiting.
I do have a bunch of telekinesis things that I might be able to use to grab it from up here. It's not that my game is pretty laggy. Okay. Come on. Come on. Let me up. What is the telekinesis thing I have called? It's called... I can't just search for telekinesis, which kind of sucks. Oh, I can just search for telekinesis. That's only 10 feet. This is the one, 20 to 30 feet. Okay. Quick save again. Cast this. Fine now. Thank you.
I'm waiting.
Alright, so let's take this book back to
What's
Caius.
this about? Why do you disturb me?
We recall back to Balmora. We'll take a nap in my house to restore my magicka. After Balmora loads. Might take a minute. Get myself nice and full on everything
Quickly,
and
Outlander.
go
I
talk
have
to
a question.
Caius. Finish this quest. Hi. I am here to discuss my orders. I have your report, and I'll make copies of your notes from Helena and the Progress of Truth. Give me time to read and digest all this. In the meantime, I'm promoting you to Journeyman. You're doing good work. And here are 200 drakes. Go out and treat yourself to a new pair of shoes. And go do some jobs for the guilds or other freelance work, just to keep your cover story current, or get some training. Then when you're fit and rested, come back and I'll have new orders for you. I believe that I could just immediately get the next quest. But I'll probably do what he says and go do a quest for a guild first. I might go work on more Thieves Guild stuff in another city. I'm not sure. Either way, that's going to do it for today's video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.